Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Divyan. I'm one of the product specialists here at Enchanto, and today I'm going to be taking you through a detailed session of one of our modules on Cellucella called the dashboard. Now, as many of you are aware, we've recently launched our latest version of Cellucella, and we'll be conducting a series of webinars that will cover each one of the modules in detail. And as I mentioned earlier, today I'm going to be taking you through the dashboard. Now, just so you guys are aware, this would be the agenda. That was just me doing the introduction. I'm going to be taking you through a deep dive in the dashboard module, which will last for about approximately 15 minutes or less. I'll be taking you through the widgets that are featured on the main landing page, the dashboard, and the options or actionable items under the things to do column. And then we'll end with a Q&A session that will be open for 30 minutes. And if any of you have any pressing questions at all, please do add them to the chat box right here on the right, and we will answer them once the session is over. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you right through it, sorry, and take you to the main page. Now, this is the main landing page, which is the dashboard. Now, just to give you a quick introduction of what the dashboard really is, the dashboard gives you an in-depth visibility, as you can see here, so that as a user or a seller, you can view view and analyze all your business information and business performance across all your sales channels. Now, you can also view information such as your total sales, total orders, top performing products, canceled orders, sales across connected stores, and much more. This new dashboard is a lot more intuitive, super transparent, and it gives you complete visibility into your business in a snap. And last but not least, the new features that we've provided here saves you an immense amount of time. Now, without further delays, let me just quickly take you through, as you can see here, the many widgets that we have featured on the main landing page. Now, just so you're aware as well, as a user, once you've signed up or logged in, you'll automatically be directed to this dashboard page over here. Now, the widgets. Just slightly before that, by default, the dashboard here will show you all your sales and inventory data from the last 30 days. This period can also be filtered by today, the last 7 days, or custom dates that you can simply click on according to your preferred duration and hit apply. Okay. Now, we've also added a filter icon here, if you can see where my cursor is. Now, upon clicking the filter icon, your data here can be further filtered by month to date, last month, countries, and marketplaces, which is your sales channels. There will also be a separate filter for base currency, and obviously the base currency is determined by the number that was used at the point of registration. Now, as you can see, the process of getting your data is a lot more quicker compared to our previous versions. I'm going to be taking you through the widgets individually, one by one. Now, the first widget here that we have is total sales. Now, this widget basically shows you the total sales amount based on a set period of time that you have selected in the filter section. Now, what you also get from these widgets is if you hover over the graphs, you'd be able to see the actual value of your total sales by day. Now, this ability to view the actual value by hovering over graphs works across all the widgets. Now you'll notice we've also added this feature over here called the Analyze button. Now if you click on the Analyze button, you will be directed to the total sales report under the Reports module with the order and sales amount details per day. Now you'll be also happy to know that we've also introduced a new feature here called Compare, where you'll be given the option to select a specific duration of preference, sales channels, and stores, which you can compare head to head for you to see your business performances side by side. Okay. Now, if you look here, even in the reports module, every item here or every report that can be generated over here is basically your widgets on the main dashboard. Now, going back to the dashboard, the next widget that I'm going to be taking you through is just right below, which is total orders and like total sales. It shows you the total order quantity based on the set period that you've picked in the filter section. And like I mentioned earlier, you can view the values if you hover over the graphs. It also comes with the Analyze button, which directs you to the total order report under the Reports module with the order and sales details per day. Now, this gives you obviously a detailed view of your orders with no hassle whatsoever. Next, the daily sales average, which is moved down here. Now, this shows you the daily sales average based on the data that you've selected in the filter section. And as I mentioned before, value can be viewed if you hover your mouse over the graph. Also comes with an Analyze button, which directs you to the Reports module. And this shows you your order and sales details per day. And this would pretty much makes the process of analyzing your data a lot more quicker. And what we want is efficiency and seamlessness. Right. Now, the next widget that I'm going to be taking you through is or introducing you to is the top selling categories right here. Now, it's important to note that this widget shows shows the top 5 selling categories based on units sold and the value. And this pretty much means you now have an instant visibility into your top performing category. And I don't know about you, but personally, I think this makes decision making a lot more simple and a lot more objective based on actual real-time data. And when I say decision making, as sellers, I'm sure you're aware, it's important to identify the top selling categories where you, as a business owner, this will give you the control and makes decision making a lot simpler on which products or categories to focus on. Now, the next one is top selling brands, and like your top selling categories, this shows you the top 5 selling brands based on units sold. And like the above, it also helps obviously with your decision making on which brands to focus on. And it pretty much also gives you insights into what promotions to run based on the brands that may not be selling as well. I'll cover that in a bit as well on the right here. But for now, we'll move on to total sales by store. This widget, this pretty much shows you your total sales share by marketplace stores based on a set period that's been selected in the filter section. This is also your actual sales value per marketplace. And you can see the value by hovering over the graphs. And it also comes with the Analyze button, which directs you to the Reports module. And here you can see your total sales amount and the share details by marketplace. This instantly gives you insight into the performance of each store marketplace. Isn't that amazing? Information at your fingertips. Data, data, data. That's key. Now, moving on to your top selling products. Now, there's no data over here, so there's no graphs, but this widget basically will show the top 5 selling products based on the units sold. It also comes with the Analyze button, and with this, you'll be able to, as a seller or business owner, you'll be able to determine on what actions are required or decisions to be made on the products that you sell. And it also gives you visibility on products that may require stock replenishment. Next widget down here is sales by promotions. And this widget gives you a snapshot view into the promotions that you're currently running or have run. And the sales amount from promotions are based on a set period of time that you've picked in the filter section. The actual sales value can be seen if you hover over the graph. There is no data here right now, but you will be able to see it if there is a graph, like the widgets, the other widgets. And it also comes with the Analyze button, which, when clicked, directs you to the Reports module, where you'll be able to basically see your sales by promotions report, with all the details on promotions per day. Here you can see active promotions, and it's all broken down on a daily basis. Right. Now, moving on. Current inventory stock value. Now, this widget is key in showing the total inventory stock value based on a set period of time that you've selected in your filter section. And the inventory stock value per period will be shown once the graph is hovered, like the other widgets. And it also comes with the Analyze button, which directs you to the Reports module to show you the current inventory stock value report, showing you inventory, order, and sales details by day. Right, and what else have I missed out on? Yeah, here, this one. This is another piece of information that I particularly like. The total cancel orders widget shows you corresponding sales amount of canceled orders based on your obviously the selection in the filter. And this basically shows you your total canceled sales per amount period. And again, you can see the actual value by hovering over the graphs if there's data here. This is good. This is in real time. That way you can track your canceled orders as well. Now, now that we've covered all the widgets here, I'm going to be moving on to this section here on the right, which is your things to do, which also has a series of widgets in a vertical form. And I will cover them one by one. As you can see here, we've got orders, inventory, catalog, and promotions. Now, under orders, you'll see new orders. Now, this is the number of new orders that is fetched from connected e-commerce channels. Now, it's also important to know before that, under things to do, this section particularly shows transactions or listings per modules that users like yourselves would need to check and act upon. These are your actionable items. And upon checking each one of these links, you will be directed to the actual listing where you can you will have a view of your actionable items that you can take action. Now, as I said earlier, new orders shows you the number of orders fetched from your connected e-commerce channels. Not ready to fulfill, uh, which is also your problem orders. This is the number of orders fetched but cannot be fulfilled yet due to either an unassigned ISKU or one of the order items is out of stock. Now, speaking of out of stock items, under inventory, you have here the out of stock products. This is the number of products that no longer has stock. Pretty straightforward. Items that are low on stock. These are the items that will be featured here that you have specifically set a threshold number. And once it has reached that threshold number, it will be prompted over here where you would be given the option to release your buffer stock or replenish your stock. And now, this little feature over here is a very powerful actionable item and option. It's your not sold in the last 3 months. So what this basically is the number of products that has not been sold for the last 3 months. And this will be featured here. And you can immediately make a decision on whether or not to run a promotion on these products in order to sell them off at the earliest possible time. And when you click start promotion, it takes you straight away to the list of products. Excuse me, just taking a while. Yep, here you go, where you'll be allowed to immediately create a promotion based on the products that you'd like to push. Now, under catalog, the number of list of failed items will be featured here. Now, a failed listing, as some of you would know, would be possibly due to a listing that's not been qualified by the marketplace when they run their QC quality control checks. Yeah, and that will be featured here for you to take action on right away. It'll direct you to your catalog and the actual listing. And the last widget over here at the bottom is your promotions. Now, this will pretty much feature your current, it's just gone to your catalog page. Sorry, it took a while. I was mentioning, you can immediately check on your failed listings and have them fixed right away. And as I was saying, promotions, it'll feature your active number of active promotions and number of scheduled upcoming promotions. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the deep dive into the dashboard module. I hope I've been able to explain this in detail, showing you how powerful these features that we've added here really are, and how this will help the efficiency in running your day-to-day operations of your sales and business. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Please feel free to ask us any questions in the chat box, like I mentioned earlier. And alternatively, if there's something that we may have missed out on, or if you have not figured out what you have to address at this very moment, you may write to us at help@celluseller.com, and our team will get back to you right away. All right, now we're open for Q&A. Please feel free to list your questions here on the side. And that's it for today. Thank you very much, guys. And I look forward to speaking to you guys again soon. All the best, and good luck in using Celluseller.